Well, good morning, crew, and here we are again at Knowles Garden Tractors and Firewood. And it's eye exercise time again. And the reason why we're doing eye exercises is I'm going to be using my eyes today to paint the garage. So I got to get all the exercise I can get. So I look at that one, and then look at that chart, and then back at the other chart, back at the other chart, and back at the other chart. There, all exercised up. So I'll switch you around. I'll get you a little look at the wood stove. Yeah, that's going to be exciting, isn't it? Anyway, there she is. There's just two screws on the very bottom. That's why I've got it kind of tilted up there. So I have to get down there somehow and get those two screws out and then get back up somehow. And that will allow me to get the case off of the stove. And so far, it's not as in bad a shape as I thought it was going to be. Now, the poor old stove was in bad shape over the years, and I think this would be the third or fourth time that I've fixed it up. So I was thinking it was going to be in a lot worse shape than it is. So I guess we might be able to get her fixed up again now for another few years, maybe. Once I get doing what I'm doing today, and later on today, when it's a little brighter and you can see, I'll get my lights on and we'll have a little better look at it. And I'll show you what I'm thinking about fixing and what I might find. And once I get the case off of it, I'll be able to see better. Anyway, we'll go outside here for a second now. So there now, the back of the house all done. And this area over here that I was working on, I got the two coats on there, so the whole back of the house is done now. I'm getting tired of painting. Anyway, so my next job I was going to do is paint the front of the garage. So this is going to be kind of hopefully a before and after shot. So there we are. Have to do some scraping. I'm going to do the scraping, not my wife. She likes doing it, but holy cat, she pretty well takes all the paint off. And it makes it difficult to repaint, but it does make a better job, of course. But anyway, this is a little different here. These are not cedar shingles like what's on the house, so I can just see a little bit of stuff coming off some of the shingles, but a lot of it's kind of just like flaked, I guess. I don't know how you call that. So it's going to just need a quick going, as far as I think, anyway. And so once I get it scraped to the point where I want to get it done to, I'll come out and take another shot like this, hopefully. And then when I'm done painting, I'll take another shot like this, hopefully. And it may depend on the time of day that where the sun is at. We're in the morning here now, so the sun is on the front of the garage. I got to get that little weed that's down here. That weed there has got to go. Yeah. I was hoping to get the front of the garage all dug out and have all new stuff put in here in this area and around in the front of the garage, but anyway, it hasn't happened yet, so we'll have to wait and see. All right, I'll get back to you after a bit. All right, so now it's afternoon and I got the scraping done and I got most of the scrapings cleaned up, so that's good. I was hoping to have this all painted today, but of course a change of plans through the day, so I don't know if I'll even get any of it painted today. Anyhow, I think I'll walk over here and I didn't get anything done to the wood stove, so I'll have to wait on that maybe tomorrow. So I did get my propane exhaust pipe back up, that white one there. But the strange thing is, see how that's bleeding through. So I guess I'll have to paint the garage. I'll have to take the brush over and just give that another light coat, and hopefully that'll fix it. Anyway, that's 2 coats of paint on there. And if you're going to tell me to prime it, I'm going to put up with it like that. I'm not doing any more. I tried bins on it there on one other spot, and it didn't do anything for it. So it bled right through the bins and right through the house paint, and 2 coats of house paint. But what I did do that seems to help is if you have a wee little bit of paint on the brush and just give it a quick coat and get it to dry quick, like when the sun is on it there like that. And if it dries very quick, then it doesn't seem to bleed through as quick. So anyway, I'm done with that. So I might, like I say, I might touch it up and see what happens. I'm not doing any more painting. That's going to be it. Once I'm done with this here wall, this really shouldn't take too long to do. I say a couple hours and that'll be done. So I might get some done today. If not, I'll get it done tomorrow. Maybe. Anyway, I got to put the trailer on the truck and away I go to pick up something for my son. So that's what's going on today. Well, good morning, crew, and welcome to Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. And it's the next day, or the day after, 2 days. I don't know how many days. Anyway, it's another day. This painting is getting to me. Anyway, I got to get my grass cut today, maybe. All right, so I'm going to show you there's where we're at now. So it was all scraped, and now it's all primed. No, I shouldn't say primed. The gray house paint was put on all the spots that were scraped. So that's where we're at now. So the next step is just to give it a coat of paint to cover everything, and that's going to be it. So I'll kind of leave it at that, I guess, for now. So 21 degrees at the moment, and getting up to 25 degrees today with a mix of sun and cloud. So that's not so bad. You can kind of see a little sunshine on the front of the garage there, but it's very light. It's pretty well kind of overcast today. But anyway, it's letting some sun through. So we'll get at it here, and then I'll get back to you when I'm done with the painting. And we can have a before and middle and after shots. So there we go. I just finished the paint job on there. So that's it. No more painting for this fella this year. Anyway, hopefully you can kind of see a difference. I guess it might be some, but if you go through the video and see the before, and then the scraped, and then the primed with the house paint, and then 2 coats on it. So there we go. I've had it for painting anyway. So it's just getting kind of warm out now. So we'll go over here and have a look at this again, I guess. So I kind of got it fixed up so you don't see it so much, like I was saying before. If you take some light paint and just kind of just a little bit on the brush and just give it a quick little whiff of light paint, and then brush it all around, and then because it dries quick, the bleed won't come through as much. There is still a little bit there, but it's certainly not that noticeable when you're not necessarily standing there looking for it. So that is good enough. Good enough. All right. So we're going to get on to something else tomorrow. I'm had enough for today. So we might get a look at the stove tomorrow. And I got to get myself into gear for... myself into gear for, I don't know what I'm doing, carpentry, to fix the steps there. So that's coming up too. All right, I guess that's good for now. There we go, done. So that's not too bad. So have a great day wherever you're at and whatever you're doing.